the valleys run down to the sea. The seaside. And in Welsh, the seaside is called Ar Lan y Môr. Ar Lan y Môr. And one of the most famous Welsh songs is called Ar Lan y Môr. And it talks about how idyllic it is to just be on the beach, by the coastline, just enjoying a special place. You have special places that you like to go to. And this time of the year, when you think of the family and friends or people who may be with you, people may have passed, you think of people who you like to be with in special places, you go to their special places, and you think about them, especially over this holiday period. But this one, Ar Lan y Môr, is just like that. It's a song to celebrate special places. And people like to go to special places. And I hope that this is going to be a special version. With my new Celtic friend playing with me. Is that right, Louis?
It's not a Celtic flute, however.
So we're going to give this a go. We've only tried this. Well, we've had a go, haven't we? So we're going to try it, aren't we? It's called Ar Lan y Môr. Okay. Ar Lan y Môr, mae roses cochion. Ar Lan y Môr, mae lilies gwynion. Ar Lan y Môr, mae'n hariad i ne, yn cysgu'r nos a chodi'r bore. Ar Lan y Môr, mae caru'n wastad, llefyn, gair angariad, o'r ambil hwn, feda fi lili, ac ambell gangen, o rosemary leaf. Ar Lan y Môr, mae cerrig gleision. Ar Lan y Môr, mae blodyn meibion. Ar Lan y Môr, mae pobry'n weddau. Ar Lan y Môr, yn nghariad i ni. Ar Lan y Môr, mae roses cochion. Ar Lan y Môr, mae lilies gwynion. Ar Lan y Môr, mae'n hariad i ne, yn cysgu'r nos, chodi'r bore, yn cysgu'r nos, a chodi'r bore. We tried that once before, can you believe?
And it said that sometimes it's played on the harp.
Played on the harp. We couldn't bring a harp today, it's too heavy to carry. So that was Ar Lan y Môr. So next one, please, Debbie. Oh, right. I want to tell you a story now. Sorry, Debbie Thomas. This is one of our stories from Wales. And we tell this to our kids. And all our children know it. And people come to Wales and hear the story. We have a Prince Llewellyn, one of our best fighting warriors, lived in a big castle. Prince Llewellyn. And he had a very faithful dog, a big hound called Gelert. Can you say Gelert?
Gelert.
Gelert. And this dog was fantastic. It's a bit like Forest dog cricket. It does everything. This dog was amazing. It would go for walks, it would do as it was told, it would guard places, it was fantastic. So Llewellyn and his wife had a baby. And his wife was out doing something, and he was called out to go and have a fight with somebody, basically, right? And he had the baby in the cot. He said, well, I've got to go fight. What about the baby? I know, Gareth. Tirona, come here. So he sat the dog. Guard that. Guard the baby. Guard the baby. And he did. The dog sat there. Yes, right. Because in Wales in those times, they had wolves. Wolves are now extinct in our country. We don't have them anymore. They're trying to reintroduce them, rightly or wrongly. That's what they're trying to do. But in those days, wolves were everywhere. And wolves, of course, needed to eat. So, Prince Llewellyn went out to fight. And Gelert, lovely dog, gorgeous dog, lay there by the cot. All of a sudden, Gelert felt very, very uneasy. He felt that there was something that he didn't like going on. He could smell a smell he knew. He could smell a wolf. And he waited. And this wolf came around the back of the pillar into the room where Gelert was guarding this dog, this baby. He was guarding the baby. And the wolf could smell the baby. And the wolf said, I'm going to get that baby. And Gelert stood up and showed his teeth. And the wolf came and jumped towards the cot. And Gelert jumped up to stop the wolf from getting at the cot. And there was a big fight. And it was a long fight. And during the fight, the cot toppled over with a baby in it. And the wolf and Gelert carried on fighting. And Gelert killed the wolf. And the covers fell over the wolf. And Gelert lay down, exhausted. What a dog. What a dog.
Yeah.
Prince Llewellyn came home. He walked around the corner and saw the cot turned over. He saw blood on sheets. And he saw Gelert. And Gelert stood up. He wanted to say hello to his master. He stood up and he crawled towards his master to be stroked. And the prince wasn't happy. He thought that Gelert had killed his baby. And he killed Gelert. He killed the wonderful dog. All of a sudden, he heard the baby crying from under the cot. And he realised, oh my goodness me, what have I done? I've killed Gelert. I've killed this wonderful dog. And people knew about this dog. So what he did, he buried this dog in a special place. And the Welsh word for grave, where the dog is Bedd. And the grave was called Bedd Gelert. Where's Gelert? Bedd Gelert became very famous because people went to the grave to remember this wonderful dog. Next slide, please, Debbie. And you can walk there along the river in the town, the village that is called Bedd Gelert. Who's been there? You've been there to Bedd Gelert. And you walk down, and here is Gelert's grave with a stone. And there's the story of Gelert in Welsh and in English, so that people can enjoy that sad, sad story of Gelert. It's the biggest story that people remember from our country. It's a sad story, isn't it, girls and boys? Isn't it sad? So, Bed Gelert exists. People say, does it exist? Well, Prince Llewellyn existed. The wolves existed. Why not the dog? Next one, Debbie. And those are the stones. The English and the Welsh story about the wonderful dog.
And Colin,
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere I went in Wales, things were written in Welsh and English.
Yes, we're a bilingual country. We have Welsh and English, which is great. That's not Derek. One of my favourite places is the Menai Suspension Bridge, and it links the island of Anglesey in the north and the mainland. And I love that. I love that bridge. It was built and opened. It was built by Thomas Telford, and it was opened in 1926. It's a fantastic bridge, and yeah, it's one that we all like. Rui, you coming back again? We've got another one for you to learn now. A Welsh song again, but this is not difficult. This is very, very easy. What chord's it in, Rui? D. Is it? Right, Bing Bong, the Bing Bong Bear. Bing Bong, a Bing Bong Bear. You say that?
Bing bong, bing bong bear.
Bing Bong, a Bing Bong Bear.
Bing
Bing
bong, bing bong bear.
Bing Bong, the Bing Bong Bear. Bing Bong, the Bing Bong Bear.
Bing bong, the bing bong bear.
Bing Bong, the Bing Bong Bear. Dau hi bach yn mynd i'r coed, esgyd newydd am o troi. Dau hi bach yn diwedd adre, wedi colli heb o'i sgiliau. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. 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 Nant y mynydd groi y lwyw, yn ymdroelli ti a plant. Rwng y brwyn y sisel gan i, na fawr am i fel yna. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, bing bong bear. Mae'n ddwewydd ac y sôn, mod i'n caru yn Sifon. Mi nais i'r yn caru y ffyddlon dros y dŵr, yn sy'n cael ar o'n bing bong, bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Back your turn. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong. This verse is about two little dogs who lose a shoe. Right? It's a song for kids, really. Dau hi bach yn mynd i'r coed, esgyd newydd am o'r coed. Dau hi bach yn diwedd adre, wedi colli ein o'i sgiliau. Bong, the bing bong bear.
Bing bong, bing bong bear.
Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Bing bong, the bing bong bear. Oh, we're trying to cover as many things as possible. How are we getting on? Ooh, we started late, didn't we? Right, Nessa, next one. Just that time. Right, this is move on. This is Santa's Dwynwen. Santa's Dwynwen is the Welsh Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine, February the 14th. Is it the same here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Saint Valentine. We have a similar story about Santa's Dwynwen, and on the way onto the island, because it's an island, it's cut off by the tide, you've got a big cross there. I'm going to move it for you so you can see it. There you are. And it's a great place to go to. And I remember taking a group of young people from Wales, from France and Germany. They wanted to go on the island, and I said, well, you can't go on to the island unless you hold hands with somebody you like. We had girls and boys together, right? And fair play to them, they did it. They held hands with somebody they liked. Girls and boys, great. So we marched them onto the island, and we had a great time there, overlooking the Welsh Peninsula there on the background. It's a beautiful place. Lots of people go there. It's a romantic place. They go there, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, they go there with the children. It's one of those places where you can come together and you can remember the love you have for each other, the love you have for people who may have passed, people who may have moved away, people who may have moved to America. Do you know people who leave, like, you know, people who leave our area, go to America, that sort of thing. It's important. These are important places. And as we build up to Christmas and this festive season, we need to remember special places, we need to remember special people, and we need to remember special events. And places like these help us to do it. It's great, it is. Love this very much indeed.
Do you remember the date for this?
Sorry?
What's the date for Santa's coming?
The date?
Yeah.
Crumbs are going back a few years, aren't we?
No, what day is it?
Oh, it's in January, I think it's January the 14th.
Okay.
Santa's doing it.
Oh, it's not February 14th?
No, it's
It's our St. Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
So Judith, my wife, gets a present on January the 14th. Although she's English, right? and then we also swap presents on Valentine's Day. Okay, that's how they're into that. Looking over to Ireland, that's South Stack. Again, one of these places where you come. These cliffs are full of birds, seabirds like auks, guillemots, puffins, ravens, peregrine falcons, which we need to eat. And on a very clear day, if you're lucky, you can actually see the hills of Mourne in the Southern Ireland. They're really, really good.
How
So-
far is Ireland from that point? Do you-
From it's about, let's work it out, 50 miles. I think it's 50 miles. You ran in Ireland. In fact, Rui and Joyce, they sailed across the Irish Sea over to Holyhead, where I collected them. It was great. Debbie, that's that. Now, I can't get used to Baker City and Haynes City. You know, I can't get used to that. In our country, cities like Cardiff are 1 million people. That's a city. And a city usually has a cathedral on the continent of Dom. This is St David's Cathedral in southwest Wales. And people go on pilgrimages to this cathedral. It's a lovely place. Very famous cathedral. And I have to say, I've never been there. In all the years I've lived, I've never been to that cathedral, and I want to go there. Right? I really would like to go there. Next one, Debbie, please. This one is 5 miles from where I live. It's called St Asaph Cathedral, Eglwys, Llanelli.
Is it also in Denbigh then?
No,
You've seen this?
St. Asaph.
You've been there.
It's another town.
St Asaph.
6 miles.
It's
The town.
travelling towards the coast it is, but this place is fantastic. It's the smallest cathedral in the United Kingdom, and St Asaph, Llanelli, is the smallest city in the UK. It's a city because it has a cathedral. If it didn't have a cathedral, it would be a town or a village.
Wow.
Right?
4,000.
So, in our country, you've got to have a cathedral if you want to become a city, right? So, you've got this, it's just fantastic. Derry, one more? Go back. Oh, sorry, no, this. Go back, please, Derry, sorry. These churches give us some of our place names. When these churches were built, people used to live around the church for shelter, and they used to work around the church, beehives maybe, growing crops and things. And these people built their own little houses. And all the people around the church, we call that a llan in Welsh. The double L gives you the sound, llan, right? Llan. So St Asaph is Llanelwi. It's the group of people living in the llan by the River Elwy, Llan Elwy. The most popular one is Mary. In Welsh, her name is Mair, Mary, Jesus' mother, right? The Welsh place name is Llanfair, that the M changes to an F because of our language. Llanfair. So if you see a place with Llanfair, it's the little group of people living around the church of Mary. They've named the church after Mary. Or Peter, Llanbedr. Or Collen, Llangollen. Places all around Wales. We also have places beginning with Aber, Abergele, Abersoch. Aber means the mouth of the river, where the river joins the sea. Got lots of place names. But I'm telling you now, you've never seen a place name until you've seen this one. Right?
Okay.
Debbie? The longest place name in the world? Well, we think it still is. But people say there's somewhere else. I don't think so.
No, that's
It's the longest place.
There's a peninsula in New Zealand.
New Zealand. Trust the Maoris. You'll get one up on the Welsh. Okay? They beat us at rugby as well. Right? It's on the island of Anglesey, and it attracts people from all over the world. Why would a little village, Llanfair PG, Llanfair, the group of people living around the Church of Mary, Llanfair PG, why would people from all over the world come to see this place, Debbie? That's why. It's real. Llanfair plus Gwyngyll, go Gerach Chwydrobl, Llantysilio, go. Don't try it, your teeth will drop out. Mine ain't got out right. I'm joking apart. It's a great thing to learn, to be honest with you. Llanfair plus Gwyngyll, go Gerach Chwydrobl, Llantysilio, go.
Can you spell it?
Sorry?
Can you spell it?
No, I can't spell it. Sorry. It takes about a week. So it's translated, it means St Mary's Church in the Hollow, the White Hazel, near to the rapid whirlpool of Llantysilio, of the Red Cave. That's it. And what's happened, people have added a bit more to it over the years to make it longer. Because it was Llanfair, the church around of Mary, people lived around it. And then somebody says, we'll have the Hollow of the White Hazel, right? So they add a bit more to it.
The rapid whirlpool. Is there a rapid whirlpool?
There is. So we'll put in the name, right? They'll make it longer, right? Which is what they did. Llanfair plus Gwyngyll, go Gerach Chwydrobl, Llantysilio, go. I've told you about the names of places, haven't I? Okay, Nessa? Right. This is where it gets a little bit serious, because one of our main industrial heritage is mining, coal mining and slate mining, especially coal mines. People, communities needed the coal mines in order to have the people working, in order to have their the money, in order to have their futures, and those communities worked together around the mines. The choir started in these villages around the mine. The miners would come on and their relaxation had to get filthy in these dangerous pits and mines, was to sing and to release all their pent-up aggression or whatever. And they would sing in choirs. And these villages and towns became very famous for their choirs. But when the mines closed and people started to move away, some of the choirs finished because they didn't have enough people to sing. The song I'm going to sing you is a good song. It's all about children in a school, a little boy in a school. He's been given some homework. And there are places in the song, at the Cons Club, the welfare. These are social buildings in the village where he lives. He's looking for a colour. He wants a colour to do some homework, right? And his father takes him somewhere, which is in the song, to somewhere where the council have put a seat for the old miners to sit on when they've retired. There's a bit of Welsh in it, and it means I've done my share. We've done our share, right? And the colour in their faces says, the colour in the miners' faces. They've retired. The tools are on the bar. The tools are on the bar. In other words, at the end of a shift, they would put their tools on the bar, have a shower and go home. They're retired. The tools are on the bar. Okay? This song is called From the Grey. It's a colour you can't buy, no matter what you pay. That's the colour that this song is all about. It's the colour in the walls of the houses. It's the colour in the faces and the creases on the miners' faces. It's the colour in the community of the coal miners. Hope you enjoy it. It's called From the Grey. One afternoon from a council school, a boy came home to play with paint and coloured pencils and his homework for the day. We've got to paint the Valley Man for Mr. Davis Art. What colour is the Valley Man? Will you help me start? Shall I paint the Cons Club yellow and paint the welfare blue? Paint old Mr. Davis red and all his pigeons too. Paint the man who kept our bull, paint him looking mad. What colour is the Valley Man? What colour is it, Dad? Dad, when Mam goes down the shop to fetch the milk and bread, ask her fetch me back some paint, some golds and whites and reds. Ask her fetch me back some green, the bit I've got's gone hard. Ask her fetch me back some green, ask her will you, Dad? His father took him by the hand as they walked down Albion Street, down past the old rocking vine to where the council put a seat, where old men say at the close of day, "Dirty wedding ain't I sharp?" And the colour in their faces says, "The tools are on the bar. The tools are on the bar." But that's the colour that you want, no shop has ever sold. You can't buy that in Walmart, lad, with your reds and greens and golds. It's a colour you can't buy, lad, no matter what you pay. But that's the colour that you want. They call it from the grey. It's a colour you can't find, a lad, no matter what you pay. But that's the colour that you want. They call it from the grey. They call it from the grey. Did you enjoy that one? Yes. Good, isn't it? Makes you think a little bit. Right, where are we getting up to now? All right. Rui again. This is one that we sing to children before they go to sleep at night. Okay.